Welcome to Auckland, New Zealand. I just arrived via Hawaiian Airlines after spending a few days in Hawaii. Did you know that Hawaiian has direct flights to over 10 international cities, and you can have a free stopover in Hawaii en route to any of those destinations? I'm spending a few days here, so come and join me as I take a trip over to Waiheke Island and to the top of the Sky Tower, and maybe I'll even do the sky jump. Stay tuned to find out. New Zealand and Sauvignon Blanc are two words often spoken together, but this wasn't always the case. In 1969, brothers Bill and Ross Spence planted their first vines, and with much hesitation from the rest of the wine world, they made their dream come to life and are producing multi-award-winning Sauvignon Blanc wines. Kia ora, as the locals here in New Zealand would say. This leg of my Hawaiian Airlines adventure starts off with meeting up with Auckland's Hawaiian Airlines representative, Rusty Willis. Hello there.
Aloha.
Now, Rusty is a local here in Auckland, and he has agreed to give me an insider tour of this incredible city. So what do you have in mind?
Well, I thought no better way to start off the day than the home of New Zealand Sauvignon Blanc here at Matua Valley, about 35 minutes out of Auckland City. And then after that, I think what we'll do, we'll pop back into the city to have a look at the downtown highlights and just bring a few surprises on you downtown.
Well, it sounds like a fun-filled day, and what's a better way than to start off tasting some wines?
Let's go and try some.
All right.
Hey, Rossi.
Aloha.
How's things, all
Ashley,
right?
this is Nikolai.
Hi,
Hey, Ashley.
Nikolai. Nice
Good
to meet you. Thanks for having us.
Yeah, thanks and welcome to Matua.
So can you tell me a little bit about your wines here?
Look, we do a variety of wines here, but we started the first Sauvignon Blanc in New Zealand in '74, and it's just been onwards and upwards from there.
So is that what we're going to taste today?
Yeah, this is the Teal Matua Marlborough Sauvignon Blanc. It's the 2014, so it's fresh off the blocks, and give you a taste of what's happening in New Zealand. Of course, Southern Hemisphere, we had our 2014s a lot earlier. This wine here, you get the fresh herb characters come up first, and that's more of sort of mint, fresh mint aromatics.
Yeah, the aroma's great.
Yeah, and then of course you get that lemon, lime, citrus coming in behind, which just really freshens the wine up and makes it just really pop out of the glass.
Rusty, you ready to go check out the property?
Certainly.
All right, wine in hand, the way to go.
Away we go.
So in here in this barrel room, there's a lot of the North Island varieties, such as Merlot, Malbec, Cabernet Franc, Cabernet Sauvignon. We also have a lot of Chardonnay from Hawke's Bay as well.
How long do they usually stay here in the barrels?
Well, wine like this is Malbec. Usually you stay in the barrel for about 10 months. If you look at every barrel, it's about 25 cases worth of wine.
Wow. Well, can we give it a try?
Yeah, let's have a look. The thing about Malbec is it is so dark, it's such a rich wine.
But then your Sauvignon Blanc, I mean, we tasted it 2014. Is that a wine that's better aged or to drink more fresh?
With Sauvignon Blanc, it's definitely fresh. Fresh is best because you have those real pure, vibrant characteristics that drink so well young. But where a wine like this, these red wines, they age a lot slower.
Well, thanks so much for having us.
No
this
problems.
is great. Great introduction to New Zealand wines.
Yeah,
Cheers. Day or night, Auckland's Viaduct Harbour is buzzing with activities. One of the city's premier living areas, the Viaduct Harbour is also a maritime hub and hosts events like the America's Cup and Louis Vuitton Regatta.
Well, Ashley, here we are at the Marble Grill. I'd like to introduce you to Alistair.
Hi, Alistair.
Hi, lovely to meet you, Ashley.
Nice to meet you. So what are some of the items that you recommend that we taste today?
Well, I was thinking New Zealand scallops, which is one of our specialties, and I thought, which is one of Rusty's favourite, we'll do his pork belly.
Pork belly.
Okay.
For the main course, I think we should go for a New Zealand lamb rack.
The tea smoked salmon, exceptionally good too.
Delicious. It's great that you can have food here in New Zealand from the land and the sea.
Absolutely.
And you even see the fishing boats right here, so I'm assuming this fish is really fresh.
Yes, absolutely. And one of the things that we boast down at Marble Grill is that we do have the freshest fish. We're one of the few restaurants that gets our fish straight from the boat into the restaurant.
Well, Rusty, this was a good choice.
Yeah, I'm a happy camper.
Me too.
Well, Ashley, as we mentioned before, New Zealand is steeped in a really rich maritime history, and yachting here is a massive interest for Kiwis. Of course, Auckland, the city of sails as well. Coincidentally, right behind us, one of those unfortunately failed attempts with KZ1 here, the 27th America's Cup, where Sir Michael Fay invested and built this beautiful large beast here, only to find that Dennis Connor had built a rather smaller, faster catamaran, so it was a mismatch competition right from the start.
I mean, why do you have to look at it every day? You know, Rusty, it is called the America's Cup.
That's true. Never without controversy.
This morning, Rusty and I are on the ferry headed over to Waiheke Island. Just 35 minutes from Auckland, this makes for a great day trip. Waiheke offers visitors a wide range of activities with local arts and crafts, shopping, restaurant, beaches, wine tasting, and outdoor adventure.
Welcome to wonderful Waiheke.
Thank you.
Here we are at our first stop. I brought you to the wonderful Citrine, home and studio to Christine, the artist goldsmith.
Hi, Christine. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you
Well,
too.
I already am noticing your beautiful work. Can you tell me a little bit about what brought you here to Waiheke Island?
It's really the beauty being close to a city and still far away. It's somehow tucked away, but still reachable.
So where is it that you get your inspiration for your jewelry?
It's mainly the stones who give me inspirations, and then I build the frame and let it grow.
Do you specialize in any particular piece of jewelry?
I love to do my double rings.
So what kind of stone is this one?
That's a Mexican Baroque opal.
Okay.
They took the mother stone away and left the stone as it is. So I always look for the right nuances in whatever it is, the position of the stones. I got my carvers around the world. I never asked them to make me specially something. I really have to look and I be inspired from different things, and then I go for it.
Well, I did notice in your bookcase over here a lot of travel books. So you are very well traveled and
Yes.
went to go to find these stones?
Really, the most stones come from South America, get shipped where I buy them from Germany. There are carvers who carve them in a different way, not just faceted, not just round, not calibrated. And I need some nourishment as well to keep me going. So I look for something in the stone.
Can we watch you do some of your work?
Yes, of course.
Great.
You have your fine gold, your fine silver and your copper. I have to heat it up, make it liquid, pour it in a foam, and then out comes a size like my little finger, which then goes through the rolling mill, and then I can forge it, I can shape it with drawing plates.
You do everything right here in the studio.
I do everything here, I don't cast anything, I really prepare each piece because the stones are so individual and sometimes you need a thicker wire, a thinner sheet, and I'm really flexible, I can do what I need.
Well, thank you so much for showing us your workplace and your masterpieces. They're really spectacular.
Thank you for coming.
Okay, Ashley, here we are at stop 2 on wonderful Waiheke.
All
And
right.
we're going to stop in now. We're going to see a wonderful sculptor and artist here, Paora, and he's going to explain a little bit more about us, about the wonderful rich Maori history and culture of New Zealand.
So more traditional artwork.
Yes, yes, definitely. More in depth.
So can you tell me about your artwork?
Okay, well, my artwork is reflective on my culture as a Maori. So a lot of it is based around Maori concepts, proverbs, kiwaha, sayings, and the Maori paradigm as a whole. An example would be this piece here, Hini Nui Te Pō.
Oh, wow.
Her marriage was with Ruaumoko, who's the god or guardian of volcanoes and subterranean activity. And from their union springs forth obsidian. So she's made from this material.
So can you show us a piece of traditional Maori art as well as contemporary?
This is one of the traditional ones. It's known as a koropepe. I've been told that it represents an eel. One of the old names for eel is kaumatua, and kaumatua is a name that that you give to an elder, someone who has much knowledge that's to be shared amongst everyone. And the very large eels were known as kaumatua as well by some tribes, and with the idea in mind that such a large eel should be shared amongst many, not just a single family. With this exhibition, I based it around Christian and Pacific iconography. So using Christ with his crown of thorns. Here, this piece is called tangaroa he ararau. It means tangaro or ta'aloa, guardian of life in the sea, of many paths. And it's made from black coral, sterling silver, shark's teeth, and then the back of it is a locket.
Wow. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for sharing the
welcome,
stories with us, and
Thank you.
it's
Rusty,
really
pleasure.
wonderful.
It's about fainted then. So here we're at one of my favourite places on Waiheke, the Oyster Inn.
Now, why do you like to come here?
Oysters
Oysters.
and the wine.
And the wine. So what is it that makes New Zealand so well known for its oysters?
The oysters we're going to sample today, we're going to sample two different types of oysters today. One is the Te Matuku oyster, which is a local Waiheke Island oyster, and the other is a Te Point, which is a farmed version of what we call the bluff oyster.
What's the sauce in the middle?
So that is a Chardonnay vinaigrette with shallots, and these are Maya lemons grown from the island. I mean, I love it with just lemon juice and a little bit of vinegar. Other people douse it. Some people drink it, drink your oyster, which, like the French. Other people put the vinegar on, squeeze the lemon on, and use an oyster fork.
Okay, great.
So enjoy.
All right, thank you so much.
Pleasure.
Well, Rusty, cheers.
Okay. So the smiling eyes says it all.
That is so delicious.
I'll take a bite of it. Just take the whole shell.
I just took it with my hands. I hope I ate that right. What do you think?
That's as close to heaven as you'll get.
I agree.
Yeah.
So now we have a hapuka ceviche, marinated fish, and the hapuka is like a grouper. So it's a much loved New Zealand fish. Delicious. It's got quite a firm flesh, so it's great for ceviche.
Hapuka is one of my favourite fish.
Is that?
Yeah. Oh my God.
Well, Rusty, I had a great day here in Waiheke Island, so thanks so much for bringing me here.
You're welcome.
But now we got to get back to the city because our day in Auckland isn't finished yet.
Not quite. I have one more surprise up my sleeve for you.
All right. Wow, look at that view.
Yeah. Well, here we are, Ashley. A long, long way up the Auckland Sky Tower. 328 metres to the very top.
Really?
Yeah, and look at that fantastic view.
Well, we can see all of Auckland up here.
See that platform out there?
Yeah.
You're going to jump off.
Sure, no
Cool.
problem. Where do I get suited up? The sky jump is 192 meters high and will definitely be an adrenaline rush falling at 85 kilometers an hour. I can't wait.
Nervous at all?
It's all right to be nervous. I'm only trusting you with my life.
Alright, kia ora, I've got Ashley here on top of the Auckland Sky Tower. She's about to do the sky jump. How you
Am
feeling?
I?
You are indeed.
I'm feeling great. Now I just jumped, yeah? Ah! Okay. Oh my gosh, I'm starting to feel it. It's kind of cold too.
And then if we throw that over the edge, that's
Oh,
190
shoot.
meters to the ground. How's that look?
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, are you Ah! Oh shoot. Oh my gosh. Wait, left here. Oh my God. Wait a minute.
2, 1, go! Hey Ashley,
Oh my God.
welcome to the ground.
Oh, thank you.
You've just done New Zealand's biggest jump, the sky jump. How was it?
Awesome.
Glad you enjoyed it. Would you do it again?
Of course, yeah.
Thanks very much. Ashley from California, well played.
Rusty, thank you so much for showing me around your beautiful city. I really love Auckland.
It was a pleasure.
And what a great way to finish with the sky jump.
That was impressive.
But I still wish you would have done it
Next time.
next time. Well, there
Yeah.
definitely will be a next time. So, thank you very much.
Aloha.
Aloha, Rusty.
Bye-bye.
Auckland has so much to offer, and I'm sure I'll be back to see more. In the meantime, I hope you'll join me at my next Hawaiian Airlines destination.